at the cell. We're almost done with the anatomy part of the cell. We're going to be looking at some of the physiology of the cell later on, but this is the anatomy part of the cell we've been looking at. And today we're going to be looking at centrioles and peroxisome. Centrioles and peroxisome. Now, you probably notice I have a more detailed diagram of the cell. We'll look at that in a little bit. So now, what are these centrioles? Centrioles, there's two pairs of centrioles you find in the cell. So what's the point of the centrioles? Centrioles are organelles situated near the nucleus inside the centrosome. They are generally in pairs and can be divided. Their form roughly comprises of or corresponds to that of a cylinder. So you can see in this picture here, it kind of looks like a straw. But you'll notice here, you see, this is looking at from the side view to your right, your left up here. You look to your left as you're looking at the picture. It looks like straws connected. But you'll find here, the walls of each centriole are usually composed of 9 triplets of microtubules. So these are 9 triplets. So you can see here, there's 3 triplets right here, and there's 9 of them. So you see these three straws connected, and then you see some space, and there's another 3 straws, and there's 9 pairs, or 9 triplets, I should say. There's 9 triplets connected to make a centriole, and you can see here, there's a cross section looking at it straight on, and you can actually see the 9 different triplets along those centrioles. It's made of microtubules, which is mainly a protein of a skeletal skeleton. So that's interesting. And you'll see what the main point of it is. So here's the centriole again. And again, it's a side picture of it. And you see it's not too far from the nucleus itself. But the main thing you'll see is it becomes active in cell division. That's the whole point. And we're going to be looking at it later. We're going to look at it today. It's amazing how it all gets together and how it begins to help in the process of dividing the cell. And you will see that another time, the centriole. So that's the main point of the centriole. The main importance is for cell division. So remember that. Centrioles have an important job to play, and that's cell division, because they have a job of forming what they call a central spindle. So what they do is they create this spindle, and these things come out kind of like spider webs, literally. Come out like spider webs, and it connects to the DNA. Actually, slipped my mind real quick. Give me the word. What's that? Well, not necessarily the nucleus, but yeah, the nucleus actually breaks apart, and then you have the chromosomes. There you go. I slipped my mind. The chromosomes, and attached to the different chromosomes, that's actually been duplicated, and then it retracts. So it goes like spider webs. You'll see it because you'll see the chromosomes line up. They actually duplicate each other on each side, and one spindle on one side, one spindle on the other side, and it goes out like spider webs, grabs it, connects to it, and brings it back. You'll see that later. But anyway, this takes place within mitosis, and mitosis is basically part of the cell division. And that's how you get new skin cells. That's how you get new cells every so often. God has in place for cells that die, you have more cells that come back. So this takes place within mitosis in the first 5 phases, known as prophase, and we'll look at that another time in terms of that. Now today I wasn't planning to be too long, but we're going to look at another important part that's an organelle that's inside the cell, and that's a peroxisome. We looked at lysosomes and what lysosomes do. They digest. They are like the garbage disposal. They take old organelles. But then you have something that looks similar to a lysosome, but is not a lysosome, and is known as a peroxisome. So what is a peroxisome? What's the importance of it? And you'll see that in a little bit. Because remember, we're learning about the generality of cells. So you'll have some cells, some actually organs or tissue have more of lysosomes in it than others, or peroxisomes in others. or mitochondria in others, just like we learned about the heart. Peroxisome is the main point of that is a toxin eliminator. That's what it does. That's its job, is to mainly get rid of toxins, toxic stuff that's in our environment and things like that. That's its job, to get rid of stuff like that. A peroxisome is a specialized structure inside a cell which helps rid the body of a host of organisms of toxins. Peroxisomes are often especially concentrated in the neighborhood of liver and kidneys, the filtration centers for toxins. So you see, you'll find more peroxisomes where? In your liver, because your liver has to do with what? Getting rid of the waste, the solid waste. And then you have your kidneys. It filters the liquid waste. So they all work together. So it makes sense that God would have more peroxisomes in the liver and in the kidneys. So just like, again, we learn all the generalities of the cell. So as you can see here, this is a more detailed diagram of the cell, of the various things we've already learned, went through already. And so we are continually seeing how fearfully and wonderfully we are made. So next time we'll begin to look at the actual physiology of the cell, the various other functions of the cell, especially we're going to be looking at cell division. Now, cell division will literally confirm your faith in God. It confirms it. Because you will see from cell division, there's impossible for evolution to be true. It is totally impossible for evolution to be true after we study mitosis, meiosis, that's basically cell division. And so there we go.